Hello and good evening, everybody. This is Belial. Welcome to Belial's Tea House. I wanted to talk briefly about forgiveness, specifically self forgiveness. Now, believing and forgiving yourself can be significantly more difficult than forgiving others. When you forgive someone else, you can just say, I forgive you, and move on, at least sometimes. But when you're attempting to forgive yourself for something you did, a lot of people go through the stages of it, and they spend a long time beating themselves up, and you come to the point where you say, how much do I need to suffer? How much do I need to make myself suffer to be rid of this, to be rid of this feeling of guilt? But the only way to get rid of that or to mitigate it is to accept it. Say, I did the thing. I did this thing that was outside of my value system, and I made the mistake, and I own my part in it. Even when it does have to do with somebody else, and maybe somebody hurt you, there's certain things you just have to take and say, like, I own my part in this conflict or in this situation. Because beating yourself up over something is not repentance. A lot of people think it is, but it's not. And you need to learn how to forgive yourself because you're with yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every minute of every day. And if you're not comfortable with yourself, then it's going to be hard. It's one of the most important relationships you have with yourself, with anybody, is going to be the relationship you have with yourself. And just constantly being, woe is me, I'm a horrible person, I don't deserve good things because I did something bad in the past, is not making up for that. You need to just own it, say, I did this thing, it was horrible, it's not who I am now, and I can do better and I will do better. And that's really where you go to begin forgiving yourself. First forgive yourself. When you're going through the inventory about who hurt you, remember to include yourself and say, I forgive me and I can do better and I will do better. I wanted to talk briefly on that.